Hi Scorpio, this is Kelly from Moon Pie Tarot. Thank you for visiting my page, my YouTube channel. Um, this is for your weekly love reading, general weekly love reading for the month of, I'm sorry, for the week of May 1st through May 7th. Okay, just wanted to say to everyone, thank you for your subscribes, your views, your comments, feedback, and your likes. I really appreciate it. Um, let's get started with your reading, Scorpio. Okay. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay, first and foremost, all this sword energy is, this is a lot of mental energy going on with you for this week. What is going on? Very easy, really, for me to see here. Okay, let me break it down really. The message that came through for me almost immediately is the battle is over. You're walking away and charging forward in a new direction. That really is the first thing that came to my mind. This could be you, this King of Swords, and your mental energy is really about, excuse me, kings are about motion, okay, and being in with the swords, you're making what seems to be a very hasty decision. The Two of Swords is about, duality, kind of like you're leaving emotion behind, so to speak. You feel like you're at it's a stalemate situation at this point, and you're just moving forward. The Ten of Swords, tens are generally about completion, okay, and you may be feeling this week that there's been a loss of some sort. This is not basically the best reading so far, but I'm going to pull clarifying cards for this to try to see if there's, anything going on else. I don't see love, right? Even though this is a general love reading, I don't see like a lot of love. I see emotion here, but you are, for some reason, feeling like you just want to put your emotions, you're putting them away. Whatever you are feeling, it looks like you may have been, for this week, there may be like you're fighting for something, and you and the other person have just dropped your swords now. There's been some bloodshed, and I feel like you are like walking away from whatever this situation was or that's occurring. And with the Two of Swords, you're walking away here, and your energy is very hasty. I don't know exactly if something happened, but you just could be feeling like, because of this Two of Swords here, this really is the only thing that tells me that there was some emotion involved. You're blocked, emotionally blocked, or you're blocking yourself, right? This card, and I love this deck, it's Anna K Tarot deck, because she's very vivid in her illustrations when it comes to the meaning of this card. There was another person involved, but for some reason there is an inability to connect with them on an emotional level, and that is either through your decision or theirs. Okay, because we have the moon, which is a symbol in the tarot, is a symbol of secrets and things not being, they're slightly revealed, but a feeling of insecurity and not being sure. And then we have the water here, which is a symbol of emotion. And all this is going on out here, but there are these swords, okay, and they're blocking this emotion from coming through. And here you are, just kind of like, I'm not even paying attention to this anymore. I don't know if there was some kind of a heartbreak or something, but with the Ten of Swords here, whatever you may have been feeling like you were putting your all into something, or you were battling with someone, perhaps you were trying to get make a connection of something of some sort with someone, and I only have that to go by with the emotion and everything going on back in here. But whatever occurred this week, you are just like, you know what? I'm putting my sword down. I'm not fighting anymore. I'm dropping it. I'm leaving it be, and I'm just going to walk away. And I think you may be feeling a little wounded when it comes to this situation. Let me pull clarifying card. And the Knight of Swords, this could be you going to maybe these things occurred, you're walking away, and some time, maybe the end of the week, you're just now, maybe you're angry, you could be mad, but you're focusing more on your I'm sorry, I said king. I'm sorry, I didn't mean king. I meant knight. Knight is motion, putting things forward, but you're making very hasty move. And I want to know exactly what the haste is. I don't know if you're running away from fear, or you're fearful of being rejected. So or you feel like you've been rejected, so you're keeping your guard up. In the Rider-Waite deck, and I don't have my Rider-Waite tarot cards with me, but in the Rider-Waite deck, it is the picture on it is of a woman blindfolded with two swords crossed in front of her, and that is really symbolic of your eyes are closed, and for some reason, I don't know, you're feeling very hurt and wounded from something that maybe occurred the week before, or is happened within the month of April. But yeah, very easy to see. Knights, this also could be somebody else that's in your life. The sword energy is usually of an air sign, so it could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, and there could have been a breakdown of agreement or understanding, mental agreement or understanding, or perhaps trying to make things work. Maybe you are both. I don't really know how well Scorpios tend to gel with air signs, because air signs are very, mental energy. Not that Scorpios don't think, but they are not very emotionally grounded. They're more mentally aggressive, and this could be someone that you were involved with that was an air sign who has decided to give up and is walking away, and is hastily walking away, like quickly moving away from your direction, or away from your presence for whatever reason. Maybe you have been extremely emotional with that person. It doesn't have to be an air sign, okay? But sword is air energy, so it could be, but it doesn't have to be. It could be someone who is displaying less emotion, a person like that, and perhaps your emotional energy is too intense for them, and they're moving, they're pulling away from that, they're blocking it and just going in a different direction. Maybe it's too much for them. It's a possibility. I'm just trying to give out the messages that I'm getting. Let me see if I can get another card here. I'm going to pull a clarifying card for each one so we can make this just a tad bit more confusing. All right. Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, the Tower. And the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So the Seven of Pentacles, again, Pentacles represent Earth, okay, and the number 7 represents having faith. So I feel like with this situation here that you may have had at some point faith in a relationship with someone. And I will do the singles after this, but you may have had faith in some kind of relationship or hope or believing, some kind of vision. Maybe you saw the person that you were with as being someone that you wanted to, you were having faith that you could make things work with them, but shutting off the emotion, if you were the one shutting off the emotion, not wanting to reveal your true feelings for whatever reason, it's something that for this week is just bam, going to occur super quick, like a flash of lightning, and it's just going to change everything. And you, almost like you are, if this is you, it could have been you just, setting this place on fire and taking off, ending things and just taking off. Or it could be them who has, just set this whole idea of the two of you, that they could be feeling like, oh, this is just not going to work. This is just not going to work. And they, bam, they just cut it off and walk away. And with the Eight of Pentacles, eights represent change. Okay. And this situation is, they're perhaps as an air sign, they're just focusing more on, how can I say, their work or their education or things like that. Perhaps they just decided, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. It's just too much for me, and I just need to focus on work. Or it could be you feeling that way. It could be you. You could just be feeling like, it's just they are too emotional for you, and you just don't want to continue on with the relationship any longer. You could be feeling like this is just too much for me, and I've got too much work to do, and I really need to focus on work right now. If you're single, kind of the same thing. You're giving up. You may have had faith about meeting someone, but I feel like maybe you're giving up on that at this. You're just dropping your sword, your whatever dating tactics you had, or if you were waiting for someone to come along. But there is someone here, this Knight of Swords, but they are going to kind of come in and then just leave. They're going to come in and then they're just going to be gone, because maybe they feel that you're too emotional, and that they could. And when someone says, oh, you're too emotional, I tend to find that very offensive, because just because you're not emotional doesn't make someone too emotional. It just could be that perhaps they, Scorpios have a tendency sometimes to be very intense, and they can be a bit possessive and things like that. And but they're not. They can have a bit of a controlling way about them, but it's not because they're like some kind of Führer or something. It's just that that's how they express their love and how they feel connected to people. And with an air sign, it's possible that could be too much for a Scorpio. And they could be the one that just comes in. You could have had faith about meeting someone, and they could come in and you could be feeling very happy about it for the week, and then bam, they're like, no, I don't want to get into a relationship right now, or I don't want to, I'm very busy with work, and they could just all of a sudden just flash, cut you off like right away. That could be happening for the week. Um, I don't know how 15 minutes has gone by so quick already, but yeah, that it's kind of the energy that I'm getting for the week of May 1st through the 7th. It's not the greatest, but I will say the positive thing is that you definitely don't want to be involved with someone that drags things out and then you really get attached and then all of a sudden, they just leave. I mean, it's better to find out right away, I always say, you know. And it doesn't mean next week could be completely different, but like I said, I mean, it could be an air sign. It doesn't have to be, but it's looking that way. Like I said, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, and this person, for some reason, this is just a no-go for the week with them. Either your decision or theirs. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm sorry if that seems negative. Like I said, I try to find the silver linings in things, and so I do kind of feel like if if you are with someone or you meet someone that is not an air sign, there is a possibility that they could have their rising or their moon sign could be air, but can go either way. If you're in a relationship, again, like I said, or if you're in a marriage or something, it could just be for this week. Perhaps the two of you are, arguing or something, and then you could just be like, oh no, this is too heavy for me. Bam, I just need to go, and you could just walk out the door for whatever reason. But still have hope. Like I said, you got the Seven of Pentacles, and that's a card of faith. So still keep your hope. But, if they got to go, they got to go. Or if you got to go, you got to go. And, if they're walking away, see ya. There's the door. Let them go. People got to do what they got to do. And if you're walking away, well, they just have to deal with it. So that's kind of what I'm getting for this week. So please don't be mad at me. Just trying to read the cards as best as I can and give you the closest message I can. Either way, I feel like, you're going to be okay because you'll be keeping the faith. Okay? Something down doesn't always stay down. It tends to go up, and sometimes you're on a roller coaster, but that's life. Okay? So, Scorpio, thank you. If you want any more insight into your reading or have any personal questions, please email me at moonpietarot.wix.com or email moonpietarot@gmail, and I can give you a personal readings tailored just for you. Okay, thank you, and I will see you next week.